Any knock, fall, or touch is forbidden when the parts are under assemblage or disassembling, and the underside should be pad flat. If existing parts are found not match, be sure to find the cause. Please pay attention to the safety, no forced hit or fixing. The sequence of disassembling and assemblage is inverse. Disassembled parts should be encased at once. If there are any parts broken or lost, please fix them or make them up for the next time use. There must be a 3-ton or upward hoisting crane machine in copulation. Safety helmet required when under operation. Safety belt required when working high above the ground. All bolts must be tighten fixed. 40 feet standard container house fixing procession. After discharge at the site, every part must be placed in sorts. Verify the compliance with the foundation. Lifting the 40 feet to 20 feet frame of the house onto the base and fixed them in the right position. Lifting the other 20 feet roof covering onto other side. Take out the columns and fix them with the base 4-foot screw by connecting M10 bolt through the reserved holes at the column. Notice, the reserved holes at the bottom of the column must be correspondent to the 4-foot screws on the base. The column's broach must be facing inward. The column must be aligned with the base by the side. Fix the house top with the column by connecting M10 bolt through the reserved holes on the top of column. Notice, the reserved holes on the top of the column must be correspondent to the position of the 4-foot screw on the house top. The column must be aligned with the house top by the side. Accordance with the process above, fix the other 20 feet steel frame. Connect these two 20 feet steel frame accordance with the aligned broadside of respective base and floor. Notice, the electric wire on the steel frame upper beam must be aimed to the holes on the other upper beam, and then be through into the junction box. Connect both sides sealing strap inserted inside and outside the seam. Insert the floor strap into the floor junctions. Use M16 by 60 screw to fix the junction panel. There is each one at the base and the upper frame corner. Check and adjust the whole house frame with a tolerance of less than 5 mm. The assemblage must be accordance with the number on the bottom beam and the sandwich panels. The assemblage of the long wall. Fix item number 1 first with the grooves and tongues outward. Insert the cut side into the column. Then fix the number 2, 3, 4 in procession. Insert number 6 into the column at the other side. Assemble the number 5 between number 4 and number 6. And at the final step, make the number 5 move to sideways, so as to make sure the wall sealed up. If number 6 is longer than the edge of the floor, please cut it off. The assemblage of the short wall. At first, insert 25 and 27 perpendicularly into the column at both sides. Then insert 26 perpendicularly into the middle of 25 and 27. And finally move 25 and 27 sideways into 26 so as to seal up the wall. Notice: sandwich panel assemblage direction should be accordance with the way that the grooves and the tongues connect with the socket. So you should also notice the direction of the windows and make sure that the moon locks are inside the rooms and the door key holes are outside the rooms. You must fix the electric wire through the connect box on the roof before assembling the sandwich panels. During the assemblage, the wall sandwich panels must be supported with hands to prevent accident tilt. PVC line stripe should be installed on the upper inner side of each wall by using 5.5 screws through the reversed holes of the walls. The exposed screw rear should be covered with plastic cap. Notice: the plain side of the PVC line stripe should head to the column, and the side with loopholes is for the use of PVC link-up with PVC. PVC line's length should accordance with the length of the wall. The strap must be battened at the seam of the outside of the wall and the steel frame. The strap length should be accordance with the wall length. Use 5.5 screws through the reversed holes of the straps and fix the straps at the bottom frame. The exposed screw rear should be covered with plastic cap. The fixing of inner corner. Fix the aluminum alloy corner part at the inner corner of the walls by using one group of 5/4 rivets every interval of 50 to 100 centimeters. The fixing of flooring angular skirting line. Fix the flooring angular skirting line clip 12 millimeters above the floor by using the self-tapping screw. One clip every 40 to 50 centimeters. The clips must be installed on a line, and then install the flooring angular skirting line outside the clips. The flooring angular skirting lines should be cut at the length accordance with the actual needs. Normally, the flooring angular skirting lines are connecting with each other in a line, and use collar connection strap at the corner, and use end cap at the door. The fixing of the lamp system. Connect the lamp wire with the wire in the ejection box, then cover it with the box cover. Fix the ejection box on the roof with self-tap screws. The fixing of the distribution box. Connect the wire in the ejection box into the distribution box and link up with the in and out terminal. Notice the direction of in terminal should not be reversed. Set the ground wire outside the house to guarantee the safety. Test the inner electric circuitry is right or not. If right, then set up an electric circuit to the socket on the upper exposed wall. Everything should be testified all right before covering the junction box. Notice: the floor cannot be cleaned by water or wet mop. The floor must be kept dry and clean. 20 feet standard container house assemblage. Assemble procession. After discharged at the site, every part must be placed in sorts. Verify the compliance with the base. Lifting the frame of the house onto the base and make it in the right position. Lifting the top roof on the other side. Install the columns. Fix them with the base 4-foot screw by connecting M10 bolt through the reversed holes at the column. The column must be aligned with the base by the bottom frame trim. Fix the house top with the column by connecting M10 bolt through the reversed holes on the column. Check and adjust the whole house frame with a tolerance of less than 5 mm. The assemblage must be accordant with the number on the mud seal and the sandwich panels. Assemble number 1 first. With the grooves and tongues outward, insert the cut side into the column. Then hold up number 2 alongside the column. Insert 1 into 2 by sideway. The column at the other side. Assemble the 5 between 4 and 6. And at the final step, make the 5 move to sideway, so as to make sure the wall sealed up. If 6 is longer than the edge of the floor, please cut it off. Insert 3 perpendicularly into the grooves and tongues of 2. After all above has been done, assemble number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in the way as same as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then insert number 14 into the column. Set 13 between 12 and 14. And the last step is to insert 14 sideway into 13 so as to seal the wall up. Notice, sandwich panel assemblage direction should be accordance with the way that the grooves and tongues connect with the socket. You should also notice the direction of the windows and make sure that the moon locks are inside the room and the door keyholes are outside the room. You must assemble the electric wire through the junction box on the roof before assembling the sandwich panels. During the assemblage, the wall sandwich panels must be supported with a hand to prevent accident tilt. PVC line should be installed on the upper inner side of each wall by using 5.5 screws through the reversed holes of the wall. The exposed screw rail should be covered with plastic cap. The plain side of the PVC line should head to the column, and the side with loopholes is for the use of PVC link up with PVC. PVC line's length should be accordance with the length of the wall. The strap must be battened at the beam of the outside of the wall and the steel frame. The strap length should be accordance with the length of the wall. Use 5.5 screws through the reversed holes of the straps and fix the straps at the bottom frame. The exposed screw rail should be covered with plastic cap. The fixing of inner corner. Fix the aluminum alloy corner part at the inner corner of the walls by using one group of 4 clinch bolts every interval of 15 to 100 centimeters. The fixing of flooring angular line. Fix the flooring angular line clip 12 mm above the floor by using the self-tapping screw. One clip every 40 to 50 centimeters. The clips must be installed on a line, and then install the flooring angular line outside the clips. The flooring angular lines should be cut at the length accordance with the actual needs. Normally, the flooring angular lines are connecting with each other in a line, and use corner connect at the corner, and use end cap at the door. The fixing of the lamp. Connect the lamp wire with the wire in the junction box, and then cover it with the box cover. Fix the junction box on the roof. The fixing of the distribution box. Connect the wire in the junction box into the distribution box and link up with the in and out terminal. Notice the direction of in terminal should not be reversed, and then fix the distribution box onto the wall by using the self-tapping screw. Set the ground wear outside the house to guarantee the safety. Test the inner electric circuitry is right or not. If right, then set up an electric circuit to the socket on the upper exposed wall. Everything should be testified all right before covering the junction box. Notice, the floor cannot be cleaned by water or wet mop. The floor must be kept dry and clean. If there is water percolation appears on the wall or caused by steel parts gaps, you can use sealant on the seam of the exposed wall. After the assembly, films on the walls, windows, or doors should be taken out. PTW-A Movable Prefabricated House Assemblage Procession. After discharge at the site, every part must be placed in sorts. Make the foundation accordance with the requirement, and pay great attention to the base foundation horizontal with a tolerance of less than 5 mm. Install the mud seal beam according to the house requirement. Please make clear distinction between gable mud seal beam DL1 and DL3. If mud seal beam DL2, DL4, and notice that the prop of the mud seal must face outward. Fix the partition mud seal beam's position and set DL5, DL6, DL7, and DL8. Install the column. At first, set the column at each corner of the house Z1, Z3, Z5, Z7, and pay attention that the column is symmetrical with each other. So make clear the left and right column before you assemble it. Unscrew the bolt at the bottom inner side of the column. Then insert into the mud seal beam. Align the column screw with the mud seal reversed holes. Screw the bolt and make sure the corner columns are fixed with the mud seal. Fix the base ground and accurate square with a tolerance of less than 5 mm. Drill perpendicularly at the exposed reversed holes on the corner columns. Fix them with the ground with set screws. Then drill perpendicularly at the corner mud seal reversed holes and fix them with the ground with set screws. Pay attention that the mud seal must be aligned and straight when drilling. Set outer wall panel. Take one piece of outer wall panel WQ13 with the grooves and tongues outward, and then insert into the columns by the cut side. Take two pieces of WQ14 and one window. Set WQ14 and then set the window above the WQ14 and then WQ14 above again. Notice, when setting, the grooves and tongues must be facing outward, and the WQ13 can be moved in by sideways. When setting the window, the moon lock must be inside the room. The grooves of the window must be fixed tight with WQ13, WQ14. Take a piece of WQ19 with the grooves and tongues outward, and insert into the columns with the cut side. After setting the wall panels, the columns should be adjusted to be perpendicular. Take a piece of wall panel, item number is WQ15, with the grooves and tongues outward. Connect with WQ14 in the direction of the grooves and tongues. Notice the direction of the door and make sure that the keyholes is outside the room. Set the corner columns. Take one Z8 and insert the bottom of the column into the mud seal of the outer wall. Fix the partition, mud seal, column, and the outer wall mud seal through the reversed holes with a screw bolt and cover with the bolt cap. The partition columns and the panels should completely inserted. Take one SL8. Cover it at the top of the outer wall panel. Align SL8 with the reversed holes and the column screw holes, and then fix them with M8 screw arbor. Take one WQ16, and the way of fixing is the same as the way of WQ13. Take two WQ17 and one window, and the way of fixing is the same as the way of WQ14. Take one WQ18 and insert WQ18 into the middle of the column and WQ17. Take one SL7 and then cover it over the top of the outer wall. Align the reversed holes at the both ends of the SL7 with the column screwed holes, and fix them by using M8 screw arbor. Take one WQ7 with the grooves and tongues outward. Insert the cut side completely into the column. Notice, after setting the wall panels, the columns should be adjusted to be perpendicular. Take one WQ8 and one WQ9, and then connect them with the wall panels at the grooves and tongues junction sockets. Take one Z6. Insert the column into the outer wall mud seal at the bottom. Use screw to through the reversed holes of the partition mud seal to the outer wall mud seal, and then fix the partition corner column by the screw bolt. Notice, when inserting the outer wall mud seal, the reserved holes of the mud seal must be aligned so as to use the screw bolt to fix them. The partition collar column must be inserted into the gable panel WQ9 completely. Take one WQ10 with the grooves and tongues outward, and then insert the cut side completely into the column. Take one WQ11 with the grooves and tongues outward, and then connect with the wall panels at the grooves and tongues junction sockets. Take one WQ12 and then insert it into the middle of the column and the WQ11 so as to make the wall panels perfectly fit with the gable mud seal, column, and the WQ11. Take one SL5, cover it over the top of the gable panel in the middle of the corner column Z5 and the partition corner column Z6. Align the reserved holes of the SL5 with the screw holes on the top of Z5, and then fix them by using M8 screw arbors. The reserved holes on the other side must be aligned with the reserved holes of Z6, and then fix them by using M8 screw arbors. Take one SL6 and then cover it over the top of the gable panel in the middle of corner column Z6 and the partition corner column Z7. Align the reserved holes of the SL6 with the screw holes of the Z7, and then fix them by using M8 screw arbors. Cover the other side of SL6 over the SL5 port. Align all the reserved holes and fix by using M8 screw arbors. Take one WQ6 with the grooves and tongues outward, and then insert the cut side completely into the column. Take 2 WQ5 and 1 window, and the way of fixing is as same as the way of outer wall fixing 2 and the window panels fixing. Take 1 WQ4 with the grooves and the tongues outward, and then connect with the wall panels at the grooves and the tongues junction sockets. Take 1 Z4, and the way of fixing is as same as the way of Z8. Take 1 SL4, and then cover it over the top of the outer wall in the middle of Z4 and Z5. Align the reserved holes at the both ends of the SL4 with the column screw holes, and fix them by using M8 screw arbor. The outer wall panels, which connecting with the partitions, must be installed in advance for the transport convenience of the partition. Those which not need to connecting with the partitions can be installed later. The way of fixing of the partition is as same as the way of parallel partition and the gable wall. In order to fix the partition, the aluminum spacer must be set in the place where there are no partition corner columns in the middle of the outer wall and the gable wall. At the corner of the partition corner column must be installed before the partition panels. Pay attention that the column is symmetrical with each other. So make clear the left and the right column before your assemblage. The way of fixing of the corner column is as same as the way of the partition. After the fixing of the outer wall, gable wall and the partition wall is over, drill through all the wall panels in the reserved holes, and then use the 5/6 screw bolt to grip. For those places that the screw bolt cannot grip easily, you can add some spacers. The fixing of purlin. Take one of each SL1, SL2, and SL3 accordance with the width of the room, and use M10 screw arbor to fix it on the upper beam reserved connection strap. The fixing of tiles. Start fixing the side cut tiles from one side of the gable wall, and fix the tiles on the purlin or upper beam. Then lay the tiles in order on the former tiles saw. All the upper tiles must be aligned to the ridge. The tiles must be aligned with each other and also with the exceeding distance of the gable wall at both ends. When fixing the tiles screw bolt must be fixed on the tile saws. Border at the front and rear. Secure the bottom of the tile with one side of the border and the other side oppressing the bottom of the tile saw. The length of both sides must be as same as the length of the tiles so as to fix it by using the clinch bolt after the border is perpendicular to the ground. The border on the eaves of the gable wall. Secure the tile saw with the upper side of the border and the other side oppressing the bottom of the tile, and then fix it by using the clinch bolt. The gable wall eaves border is bilateral symmetry, so please fix it in accordance with the house bevel connection. Border on the outer ridge. Fill the ridge with the foam strap, and then cover it with the border. Fix them by using the clinch bolts. When fixing the border outside the ridge, The distance between both sides foam straps must not be beyond the roof border. Border inside the ridge. Cut the border accordance with the actual length of the room, and then align and press it with the tile. Fix them by using the clinch bolts. Eaves gutter fixing. Adjust the length of the eaves gutter accordance with the actual length of the house, and then drill a hole for the water strap at the proper position on the eaves gutter. Fix the eaves gutter with the eaves gutter fixture, and then press the inner side of the gutter onto the tiles. Border it by using 5 3.8 self-drilling screw to fix the border through the reserved holes in the eaves gutter fixture. Sewer pipe installation. Connect one side of the short pipe with the water strap, and then put the long pipe port outward, and cover the short pipe. Then press them with the wall. Fix them by using self-drilling screw 5 3.8 and the binding. Installation of the door lock. The doors and windows must be easy to shut and open. Make sure that the lock is usable. Notice. Make a clear distinction with all the symmetrical parts. The thin film on the sandwich panels must be cleared off except the customer's requirements. After the fixing is over, you should check all the rooms, walls, and roofs to see whether there are any transparent places. Block up the transparent places with the sealant. Every fixing procession must abide by the rules and the regulations. Safety helmet required when under operation. Safety belt required when working high above the ground.